Imagine standing in a room you've lived in for 10 years, only to realize the locks were changed while you were still inside. You look at your hands, hands that are calloused, steady, experienced, hands that have built, fixed, carried, and survived. Then you look up. The person holding the keys is 20 years younger than you. Their hands are smooth. They haven't walked through the fires you've survived. They haven't paid the price you paid. Yet they're the ones sitting in the chair you spent a decade dreaming about. A cold bitterness rises in your throat. Because you did everything right. You showed up early. You stayed late. You were loyal when others walked away. So why does it feel like the world is moving forward without you? Why are you becoming invisible in your own career? Here's the truth. And it's sharp, it's bitter, and it hurts to swallow. The world does not pay for time. It pays for relevance. We were taught that years equal value, that if we stayed long enough, worked hard enough, sacrificed enough, the universe would owe us something. It doesn't. The world only rewards one thing, the gap you can bridge right now. While you were perfecting yesterday's tools, the world was inventing a new language. You aren't being replaced by a younger person. You're being replaced by a faster mindset. Think back to your first day. You were hungry. You asked questions. You challenged the way it's always been done. You didn't protect comfort. You chased growth. But somewhere along the way, comfort crept in. You mastered your craft. And once you mastered it, you stopped questioning it. You stopped being a student and became a monument. And monuments don't move. They're admired, then passed. The person who just got promoted above you doesn't have your wisdom. They don't have your scars. But they have something dangerous. They adapt fast. While you were relying on systems you learned years ago, they were obsessed with what's coming next. They don't see the old way as a foundation. They see it as an anchor. And in a world moving at the speed of light, an anchor doesn't make you stable. It makes you sink. Now it starts to hurt. You sit in meetings hearing words you don't fully understand. You watch tools being used that look like toys to you, so you dismiss them. You call them trends. You call them shortcuts. You say, that's not real work. But while you protect your pride, the gap grows. An ocean forms between where you are and where the world is going. You're standing on the shore yelling at the tide to stop, while the next generation is learning how to build better boats. This was never about age. There are 50-year-olds who think younger than graduates, and there are 20-year-olds who are already obsolete. This is about one thing, the learning gap, the invisible distance between what you know and what this moment demands. Most people fill that gap with ego. I shouldn't have to learn this. I've earned my place. I've paid my dues. But the moment you believe you've earned the right to stop learning, you've quietly retired. Consider the blacksmith. For 40 years, he was the best in his village, a master of horseshoes, respected, needed. Then the car arrived. He didn't lose because he was bad at his craft. He lost because the world no longer needed it. He wasn't competing with other blacksmiths. He was competing with evolution. You become that blacksmith every time you roll your eyes at new technology, every time you reject new leadership psychology, every time you rely on years of experience as your only value. Experience is only powerful when it solves today's problems. Apply old solutions to new realities and you're not an expert, you're a relic. That pain you feel, the sting of being overlooked, it's not meant to break you, it's meant to wake you up. Your cup is full of stale water, and the only way to grow again is to pour it out. The younger generation isn't always promoted because of favoritism. They're promoted because companies are scared. They don't choose who remembers the past. They choose who can survive the future. But here's the secret they never tell you. You have something they don't. Depth. And if you're brave enough to humble yourself, if you're strong enough to become a beginner again, you become unstoppable. 20 years of wisdom combined with modern speed creates a titan. They have momentum. You have roots. Grow new leaves and you'll tower over the forest. The gap isn't a wall. It's a bridge, but crossing it means letting go of who you used to be, being willing to look stupid, being willing to ask for help, because your title won't protect you. Your curiosity will. Don't let bitterness harden you. The world isn't abandoning you. It's moving, and it's inviting you to move with it. So ask yourself, when was the last time you learned something that made you feel nervous, excited, and small again? Because the day you stop being a student is the day you start disappearing. Close the gap, not by running faster in the wrong direction, but by stopping, looking at the map, and admitting you're lost. Because only the lost can be found. And the promotion you want, it's not a reward for your past. It's a bet on your future. Give them a reason to bet on you again.